Domine, Kyrie, Mary Chicken knows
Come
the
along.
way. What a day to be saved. You got blessed when Mary waved.
Hi there.
Do not fear if you're LGBTQ plus or straight.
Hey.
You are loved, she would say, on this Mary Chicken Day. Amen.
Ooh, who could it be? Only Sister Mary Chicken. You couldn't tell because I was wearing a mask. And today we're talking about masks and the masks that we wear when we're out in the world. This is my home. It's a house. It has walls and things. There's a clock right there. And in this place, I can be completely myself because I'm the only one that lives here, so nobody else can hear me. But I can be absolutely myself. If I want to spin in a circle, I can spin in a circle. Look, I just did it. But out in the world, if I walked around like this, some people might stare at me. So I have to put on a mask. And it's just the way that people, protect themselves, I think. But we should be aware of the masks that we wear, because a lot of times what we want is people to see us, the real us, right? The us that's just this. Not a nun, but like the you that is you, that is you. And you are oftentimes terrified that if people see that part of you, they might not like it. So sometimes we wear different types of masks. We might put on like a hat. Oh, hi, I have a hat on, you would say. And then everyone's like, oh, I like your hat. And then you feel that affirmation, that love, and you're like, every time I come to this place, I'm gonna wear a hat. And that's okay. But if you feel like if you took the hat off, people might not feel the same way, then you become dependent on that hat instead of confident in your own self. Maybe you're like, oh, no one knows who I am because I'm a nun in a Mardi Gras mask. And so then everyone's like, oh my God, it's a nun in a Mardi Gras mask. And then everyone's entertained. And then, and that can be really fun too, because when people are entertained, you're bringing joy to their life, and that can be great. But when you take the mask off, sometimes we fear that maybe we're not as funny, or not as cute, or not as joyful, or not as insightful, or not as blah, 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 blah. And that can be a terrible feeling to have. But I really encourage you guys, the more that you start taking off these masks, the more that you will feel just the immense pleasure and power of being your absolute self. And all of that worry and all of that oh, what will people think, just starts to kind of melt away. And you do begin to learn how to show as much or as little of yourself as you want and you choose in any situation. It's almost like a language. You're a language. I'm gonna take you 101 the next time I go to college. Oh, and then that way, when you're in a situation, you are as much yourself or as little of yourself as you want to give to that person, but you're always yourself. And that is super important. So if at this moment in time you need to wear a hat, that's okay. Look how cute this hat is. And that's all right. But at some point, try to take the hat off and learn to appreciate what is underneath it, which is a nun in a beard, which could be construed as a mask, but that's another video altogether. I am Sister Mary Chicken, and I love you with no mask at all. Bye.